Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. It's a very small week this week, not a lot of things to talk about, but as always some great stuff. Gonna start with the DC guys this week. This is Batman 66. Special happy birthday to Adam West this week. Cool Bane cover there, Luchador Bane, that's always fun. Batgirl and Batgirl co-starring in We Are Robin. It's your Batgirl stuff of the week. And speaking of Robin and Batgirl, Grayson also out this week. Your favorite former sidekick in his own title. Harley Quinn and Power Girl. Latest issue of Harley, a little more on her later. Green Lantern is your variant theme this month. This is your Green Lantern variant to Deathstroke and your Green Lantern Flash variant. And of course, Green Lantern's got to be on the cover of Sinestro. Sinestro's been a really solid book. If this is flying under your radar, then you might want to grab this latest issue or just start from the beginning and catch up. Really solid sci-fi action in that one. Justice League 3001 rounds out your DCU proper stuff, and Astro City is your Vertigo book of the week. Always mentioning Astro City. Great covers by Alex Ross. Really one of the best superhero books out there. Has been for about 20 years. I love me some Astro City. If you don't know anything about the book, grab the first trade paperback or just jump in on this month's issue. Good stuff there. Pretty small week for the Marvel guys, but lots of good stuff. 7 Secret Wars books this week. This is 1872. Captain Marvel, soon to be in her own movie next year. Inhumans, speaking of next year's round of Marvel movies. Runaways, another really solid book. The original run was most excellent. Some of the best writers in comics. Joss Whedon had a run on Runaways. So again, if you don't know what this title is, pick up the Secret Wars stuff, but grab the trade paperback for the old stuff because it was really interesting. Weird World with Man-Thing. You don't see enough Man-Thing these days. Extinction Agenda and Years of Future Past rounds out your Secret Wars stuff for the week. Everybody's been digging that Years of Future Past stuff. 50 Years of S.H.I.E.L.D. Fury #1 is the latest one-shot from all this S.H.I.E.L.D. stuff. Like I mentioned last week, been a big fan of the old Kirby and Steranko stuff. Been a lot of fun with the S.H.I.E.L.D. one-shots. Deadpool versus Thanos, because everybody loves anything with either one of those guys. And Canon is your Star Wars book of the week. Rounds out your Marvel stuff. Great week for my friends at Dark Horse. Always start with the Mike Mignola books, and this is the king of them all. Hellboy in Hell #8. You know I love Mike Mignola. You know I'm always recommending everything he does, like Hellboy and Lobster Johnson, Abe Sapien, BPRD. Great stuff. Everybody should have a Hellboy book on their list. Buffy the Vampire Slayer is your Whedonverse book of the week, with our man Giles there on the cover. Everybody knows I'm a big Whedonverse fan. And Fight Club 2 rounds out your Dark Horse stuff for the week. This one has also been extraordinarily popular. I'm always saying that everybody should have a Dark Horse book on their list. Nameless, it's your Image book of the week from Grant Morrison. Everybody loves everything from Grant Morrison. Manhattan Projects and Mythic, your other Image books this week. Don't have a first issue, gotta have it book this week, so it's a good week to just catch up on other stuff if you're an Image fan. And good stuff from the little guys. Love me some Warlord of Mars. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, my Dynamite book this week. Been a great series. I'm a big fan of classic sci-fi, and they do a really good job with this one. And Red Sonja is my other Dynamite book this week because similarly, they do a great job with their Barbarian stuff as well. Always encouraging you guys to give some Dynamite stuff a try because their property books are really good. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero is my IDW book this week because it's got Snake Eyes and he's awesome. And Book of Death is your Valiant book this week. One of the big crossover event books from those guys. All this Valiant stuff's been really picking up steam, so if you've been missing the boat on that, you want to get up on Book of Death, Exo Manowar, Rai, Ninjak. They have a lot of really cool stuff. Book of Death's been good stuff. And a great week for the kids' books. I told you I would mention Harley a little later. Here she is. You don't often see her in all ages books, which is kind of funny since she comes from an all ages cartoon. But anyway, here she is teaming up with Poison Ivy to take on the Scooby Gang. You can read more about that one in our newsletter. Really been loving Scooby-Doo Team Up. You guys should be picking up every issue of that book because it's tons of fun. Donald Duck is your Disney book this week. Been talking about the relaunch of all these Disney titles. Really great to see this stuff back in comics. The Duck Avenger. Great stuff. Bart Simpson, always plugging the great job Bongo does with their Simpsons comics. Simpsons, Bart Simpson, Simpsons Illustrated, last week's Treehouse of Horror. Just as funny as the show. And Adventure Time rounds out your all ages stuff. Like I say, not a very huge week, but as always, lots of great titles to check out, so make sure you check those shipping lists, get down to your local shop, pick up something super awesome. I want to mention that this Saturday is Batman Day across the country and around the world. Here in Rockin' Milpitas, we'll be having lots of Bat fun, games with prizes, cool stuff, lots of old Batman comics. It's Batman Day, so get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas and get out to your local favorite comic book store and celebrate all things Batman because he's awesome. That's this Saturday, September 26th. DC has officially made it Batman Day. That's all I got for you for this week. You can check us out at Facebook, check us out at blackcatcomics.biz, check out our cool YouTube channel, or just come on down to our cool new location here at 174 South Main Street in Rockin' Milpitas. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.